Meet the Mercedes-AMG GT R, the wildest version of AMG's front-engine sports car. It's loud, it's sharp, and it promises track-ready handling without losing its road manners. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'll break down the features that make this monster shine, the flaws that might surprise you, and whether it still deserves its place among today's top performance cars. 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8. The AMG GT R isn't shy about what it wants to be. And it makes that clear the moment you see it. The long hood, wide stance, and deep front grille give it a serious presence, pulling you in before the engine even starts. However, the greatest contrast lies in the cabin. The layout wraps around the driver, with focused controls and bold materials, giving the car a cockpit-like feel without losing everyday usability. Moving beyond the cabin, let's finally talk power. The heart of the GT-R is a 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 pushing 577 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque, delivering a hard hit of acceleration and a steady surge through the revs. It's controlled but aggressive, making the car feel alive every time you lean into it. But this engineering comes with a cost, and here's the verdict. If you want intensity paired with real capability, this is where it starts. Active rear-wheel steering. The AMG GT R carries a look that tells you it's been shaped by function just as much as style. The stretched hood, the wide track, and the sharp aero pieces all point to a car built for precision, not just attention. However, the greatest contrast lies in the cabin. The interior feels tight and focused, putting the driver low and centered with clear visibility and well-placed controls. It keeps the atmosphere serious without feeling stripped down. Moving beyond the cabin, let's talk performance, because this is where the car shows its intent. One of its most important tools is the active rear-wheel steering system. It tightens low-speed turns and improves high-speed stability, making the car feel more agile in tight corners and more planted when the speeds climb. But this engineering comes with a cost. The verdict is simple. If you want handling that feels precise and confident, this system delivers. AMG Speed Shift DCT 7-speed transmission. Its long hood, widened stance, and focused front end make it clear this car wasn't designed to blend in. Everything about the exterior signals intent, from the low splitter to the tight bodywork that hugs the wheels. However, the greatest contrast lies in the cabin. Inside, the layout feels compact and purposeful. The controls sit close, the seating position drops you low, and the materials give the car a serious, performance-first attitude without feeling bare. Moving beyond the cabin, let's talk about what ties the power together. The AMG Speed Shift DCT 7-speed transmission is tuned for quick, decisive shifts. It delivers crisp upshifts when you're pushing hard, and clean downshifts that settle the car before you turn in. It keeps the engine in its sweet spot and gives the GT-R its sharp response. But this engineering comes with a cost. The verdict is simple. If you're chasing precision and speed, this transmission is a major part of what makes the GT-R feel so capable. Electronically controlled rear differential. Its long hood, wide fenders, and low front splitter tell you this car isn't just designed to look fast. It's shaped to stay composed when the speed climbs and the road tightens. However, the greatest contrast lies in the cabin. The interior keeps everything close to the driver, from the rising center console to the focused digital displays. It feels like a space built for control, not distraction. Moving beyond the cabin, let's get into what helps the car put its power down. The electronically controlled rear differential is one of the key pieces. It constantly adjusts how much power goes to each rear wheel, keeping the car stable under hard acceleration and letting it rotate cleanly through corners. It gives the GT-R a planted, confident feel even when you're pushing it. But this engineering comes with a cost. The verdict is simple. If you want sharper traction and precise cornering, this system is a major part of what makes the GT-R deliver. Adjustable coilover suspension. The long hood, the wide track, and the aggressive aero make it clear this car wasn't shaped for comfort. It was shaped to stay composed when the pace rises and the road starts to challenge it. However, the greatest contrast lies in the cabin. The interior feels focused, but still usable. with clear displays and a seating position that drops you into the car rather than on top of it. Everything aims at giving the driver confidence. Moving beyond the cabin, let's get into how the car manages the road. The adjustable coil-over suspension paired with AMG Ride Control lets you fine-tune how the GTR responds. It keeps the car firm when you want precision, yet controlled enough to stay predictable on rougher surfaces. It's a system that brings balance to raw power. But this engineering comes with a cost. The verdict is simple. If you want handling that feels refined, responsive, and adjustable to your style, this setup is one of the GTR's biggest strengths. Active Aerodynamics system. Its long nose, wide rear, and sharp body lines give it a stance that looks ready for speed. Even before the engine fires, every surface seems sculpted with purpose, not just drama. However, the greatest contrast lies in the cabin. Inside, the layout feels tight and driver-centered. The displays are clear, the seating position is low, and the controls sit close enough to keep your focus forward. It feels serious without feeling stripped. Moving beyond the cabin, let's talk about what keeps the car planted. One of its clever features is the active aerodynamic system with a hidden underbody air flap. At speed, it drops to increase downforce, helping the GTR stay stable through fast corners and heavy braking. It works quietly, but makes a real difference. But this engineering comes with a cost. The verdict is simple. If you want grip that feels balanced and purposeful, this aero system delivers it. Massive carbon ceramic brake option. Its long hood, flared fenders, and aggressive front fascia make it clear this car isn't built for casual cruising. The exterior looks ready for heat, for speed, and for real commitment from the driver. However, the greatest contrast lies in the cabin. Inside, everything tightens. The low seating position, focused displays, and clean control layout give the car a cockpit feel without overwhelming you. It's designed to keep your attention forward and your hands steady. Moving beyond the cabin, let's get into what helps you manage all that performance. One of the most important upgrades is the massive carbon ceramic brake option. These brakes resist fade during hard track sessions, keeping the pedal firm and the stopping distances consistent even when the heat builds. They let the car push harder without losing confidence. But this engineering comes with a cost. The verdict is simple. If you plan to drive the GTR the way it was built to be driven, these brakes are the upgrade that keeps everything under control. Lightweight materials package. The long hood, wide stance, and sharp bodywork tell you this car wasn't built for show. It was shaped to cut weight, sharpen response, and feel alive the moment you turn the wheel. However, the greatest contrast lies in the cabin. Inside, the car feels focused, but still familiar. The displays sit clean and the seating position drops you low, giving you a sense of control without sacrificing comfort or clarity. Moving beyond the cabin, let's talk about what makes the GTR feel so light on its feet. The lightweight materials package includes carbon fiber fenders, a carbon roof, and carbon drivetrain components. Cutting mass in these areas lowers the center of gravity and improves responsiveness, especially during quick transitions or high-speed cornering. It's a difference you can feel immediately. But this engineering comes with a cost. The verdict is simple. If you want sharper handling and a more connected driving feel, this weight-saving package is one of the GTR's biggest advantages. Performance exhaust system. The stretched hood, wide stance, and tight aero work give it a look that feels aggressive even before the engine fires. It's the kind of presence that tells you this car was built with purpose, not decoration. However, the greatest contrast lies in the cabin. Inside, everything circles around the driver. The seating position drops you low, the displays stay clear, and the controls feel close enough to make every adjustment instinctive. It's serious, but still comfortable enough for real use. Moving beyond the cabin, let's talk about what gives the GTR its voice. The performance exhaust system delivers a deep, raw tone, that changes character by drive mode. It can sound restrained when you want quiet, or open up with a sharp, aggressive note when you push it. It adds emotion to every throttle input. But this engineering comes with a cost. The verdict is simple. If you want a soundtrack that matches the car's performance, this exhaust system is a major part of the experience.
Race mode stability system. Its aggressive front end, flared fenders, and wide track immediately signal a car built for high-speed precision. Every angle and surface seems designed to stay planted when you push the limits. However, the greatest contrast lies in the cabin. Inside, the controls sit close, the seating position drops you low, and the displays give clear, driver-focused information. It's a space designed to keep you connected and confident, even when things get intense. Moving beyond the cabin, let's talk about performance. The GTR's race mode stability system allows skilled drivers to push the car closer to its limits. It calibrates traction and stability precisely, giving the rear drive layout predictability while letting you explore the car's full dynamic range. But this engineering comes with a cost. The verdict is simple. If you want a track-capable machine that rewards skillful driving, race mode is one of the GTR's defining features. Driver-focused cockpit. Its long hood, aggressive stance, and wide fenders make it clear this isn't a car built for subtlety. The exterior promises performance before you even touch the ignition. However, the greatest contrast lies in the cabin. Step inside, and the driver-focused cockpit immediately pulls you in. Fixed-back racing seats hold you tight during aggressive cornering, while the wide digital instrument cluster delivers critical information at a glance. Every control sits within easy reach, making the car feel like an extension of your own reflexes. Moving beyond the cabin, let's finally talk performance. This cockpit isn't just for show. It allows the driver to fully exploit the GTR's power and precision, keeping focus where it matters most. But this engineering comes with a cost. The verdict is simple. If you want immersion and control at the highest level, the cockpit design is a core part of the GTR experience. Wide body design, its stretched hood, aggressive front fascia, and widened fenders immediately tell you this car isn't built to blend in. It demands attention and, more importantly, respect. However, the greatest contrast lies in the cabin. Step inside, and the cockpit feels purposeful. The layout centers around the driver, with controls close at hand and displays that keep critical information within view. It's focused, yet surprisingly usable for daily drives. Moving beyond the cabin, let's talk about what the exterior does for performance. The wide-body design increases track width, improving lateral grip and giving the car a planted feel through corners. It's subtle in motion, but transformative in handling, allowing the GTR to carry speed with confidence. But this engineering comes with a cost. The verdict is simple. If you want a car that sticks to the road and inspires confidence at the limit, the wide-body package is essential. Original MSRP, its aggressive stance, stretched hood, and wide fenders make it clear this is a car built to perform, not just to impress. Every angle signals precision, power, and intent. However, the greatest contrast lies in the cabin. Step inside, and the cockpit is driver-focused, with clear displays, a purposeful layout, and seats that hold you tight during spirited driving. It feels serious, without sacrificing usability. Moving beyond the cabin, let's talk numbers. The original MSRP sat around the mid-$160,000 range, but adding carbon ceramic brakes and other carbon options could push the price well past $180,000. It's an investment, but one that enhances the GTR's performance and exclusivity. But this engineering comes with a cost. The verdict is simple. If you want track-ready performance combined with aggressive styling and advanced technology, the price reflects the value you're getting from a genuine AMG Halo car. Main competitors, its wide fenders, stretched hood, and aggressive front fascia make it clear this isn't a car built to blend in. Every detail hints at performance and precision. However, the greatest contrast lies in the cabin. Inside, the layout is driver-centric, with seats that hold you low, displays that communicate critical information clearly, and controls that put everything within reach. It's focused, yet comfortable enough for regular drives. Moving beyond the cabin, let's consider how the GTR stacks up in its class. Its main competitors include the Porsche 911 GT3, Audi R8 V10 Performance, and McLaren 570S. Each offers unique strengths, from the 911's razor-sharp handling to the McLaren's exotic chassis. But the GTR delivers a distinctive blend of raw power, aggressive styling, and track-capable dynamics. But this engineering comes with a cost. The verdict is simple. If you want a car that combines brutish performance with refined driver engagement, the GTR holds its own against the best in its segment. Value verdict. Its aggressive stance, wide fenders, and long hood immediately signal a car built for speed and purpose. Every angle exudes confidence and track-ready intent. However, the greatest contrast lies in the cabin. Inside, the driver-focused cockpit keeps everything close at hand. Seats hold you firmly, displays are clear, and controls feel precise. It's an environment designed to keep attention forward and hands steady, even under pressure. Moving beyond the cabin, let's talk performance and value. The GTR remains a strong buy for drivers seeking a front-engine, rear-drive track car with brutal character and unmistakable presence. While the Porsche 911 GT3 offers sharper precision for a similar investment, the AMG delivers raw power, aggressive styling, and an emotional, visceral driving experience that few others can match. But this engineering comes with a cost. The verdict is simple. If you want a car that's as thrilling to drive as it is to look at, the GTR still earns its place at the top of its class.